This is Game 5 of the Spurs versus the Knicks 2026 Finals, and what a series it's been. Early on, the Knicks were struggling to score. Karl-Anthony Towns, he's going to get blocked by Wemby immediately. Cat, he only dropped 2 points tonight with 5 turnovers and fouls out. Wemby sets the tone. Wemby was playing well to start the game. First, he's going to block Cat, and immediately after, Spurs are pushing up that break. You can see he's clapping his hands. That's the aggression you like to see. I still think Spurs find him too late in the games, and he's just going to reverse dunk that over OG. There's nothing the Knicks can do. They're doing their trapping game. To be honest, it was working, but they're going to leave Brunson wide open. I understand they want to double team Karl-Anthony Towns to stop him from making plays, but De'Aaron Fox, he's caught in no man's land, should be closing out on Brunson, but instead, he's simply going to walk into the paint where there's no one there, and this allows Brunson a wide open practice shot. De'Aaron Fox, he needs to get traded. 3 out of 15 from the field. That is so bad. He even had a flagrant foul. Oh my goodness. What is coach doing? Wemby gonna miss that. Champagne throws it up and in. But you can see Wemby's trying his best. They're gonna go at him. He's gonna get those blocks because Wemby was in early foul trouble. Doesn't even matter. Throw that up and in. Put it back in. They might have lost the game, but it's all about the potential. Wemby attracts a double team, and Dylan Harper lights that up. Dylan Harper, amazing game. Team high 25 points off the bench. It looked like Dylan Harper was the best guard on the Spurs tonight. Accountability is important. De'Aaron Fox, absolutely terrible. Stephon Castle also had a terrible game. 1 out of 10 from the field. You can see all the highlights are showing Dylan Harper attacking downhill. Going in again, gets stuck and flicks it from that angle. Once again, Dylan Harper, he's demonstrating that he's not playing like a rookie. This is an elimination game. Gonna go baseline, gets stuck in this position. He's gonna jump off and has this type of angle on the layup. Just look at the angle that he's taking on this layup. Gets stuck, almost steps out of bounds, and has that type of touch. This man is going to go crazy later. You know one thing about the Knicks, though, they never give up. Their team is made up of a bunch of age 30-year-old dudes. They've been in the NBA Finals before. They know how to play. The Spurs, though, they're so young. You can see Jalen Brunson was cooking up De'Aaron Fox. That's one of the 3 field goals he made. Defensively, a cone. They're going to attack. Look how good Jalen Brunson is. Got Champagne, just pops it in his face. Another 3. There was nothing the Spurs could do to slow Brunson down. Fox has to pass it around. That gives Champagne an open 3. I understand coach wants to have Fox in the game to facilitate offense, but simply he's a liability because he can't make any shots himself. Catches that, swings it, almost loses it from the tip, and now Champagne gets another 3. But I do not believe that De'Aaron Fox is worth the money he's being paid. That man has finessed the Spurs. If you've seen the slander online, you know that De'Aaron Fox has even made his name into the World Cup. He's going to be forever remembered like that. Oh, Karl-Anthony Towns only made 1 field goal tonight, but he made it count. Sees Wemby coming over to help. So what type of tricks is he pulling out of his bag? One-legged fadeaway out to the 3-point line? Holy. I did not know Cat was like that. I guess he got lucky sometimes. Wemby's going to pop that 3. Another problem with Wembanyama tonight. He was jacking up 3-point shots, 1 out of 6 from there. That is not something he should be doing. Ridge is going to light one up. The Knicks, you can see they're down big right now, but they are so patient. They know they can slowly get back in the game eventually. It's basically what happened every game in the series, right? And Dylan Harper keeps on producing. See Josh Hart now, he's going to light one up. Knicks team as a whole were not playing well. Jalen Brunson had to drop half the team's points. That's why he's the finals MVP or NBA player. You don't expect it. Think about 2022 when he was on the bench with the Mavs. You'd think Luka would be the one leading a team to the finals, but nope, it's Brunson. You allow Brunson to go one-on-one. This is light work. Pop it in his face, another one. See, the lead is going down. Wemby wants to try something. De'Aaron Fox going to pop that. That was his only 3 of the night. De'Aaron Fox, 1 out of 8 from the 3-point line, and he's getting smoked defensively, allowing 3-point shots. Looking so lazy. This is an elimination game. He's just walking back. Josh Hart just blows on by and pushes him for a flagrant foul. De'Aaron Fox was showing no effort in this game. You can see he's running back Josh Hart just goes right on by, and he's going to push him in the back for no reason and lets him get an and one. Flagrant foul too. De'Aaron Fox was selling the game again. Now you can see Bridges going in for a floater. Knicks are getting confident, and the lead is basically erased. De'Aaron Fox swinging around again. Vassell, he's going to create something out of nothing. Half mid-range shot right there. Just look how low scoring this game is. Bridges, he's going to walk on in. Wemby has to be careful about Robinson because of Cat's foul trouble. Knicks had to play Robinson big minutes and even ran a small ball lineup, which surprisingly worked. You're going to see later on, they'll have OG as the tallest guy on the court. Oh yeah, Brunson again, just pulls it up. How are you supposed to defend this? Wemby has potential. You can see he's going to block OG or get that strip, and they start running up that break. Wemby swings it around, and they're going to find him immediately. Gets pushed in the back, and that's a flagrant and one. Let Wemby cook. I know offensively he's not the greatest player, but you need to give him a few more years. Champagne going to pop that three, and you can see it's going to become a battle later on. Oh yeah, Wemby half spin fake into the pump fake, pull that shot. Wemby's going to show off the moves. He's going to do a half spin fake, go straight at OG, and then suddenly spin the other way. In this position, he's just going to pump fake and simply fade away. Nobody can block that. Mitchell Robinson's 7-footer doesn't even matter, and it's going in. Honestly, the potential is there. He just needs to lock in a few more years. Jalen Brunson going to keep leading the offense. Charge on in, draws everyone's attention, and they're going to leave Bridges wide open. Mistake after mistake. Attack every single time. He's just so smooth with it. That's a free throw shot from him. Dylan Harper was charging on the other side himself, gonna lay that up. Unfortunately, in the clutch, it seems like he was getting gassed. Oh, get that out of there. Vassell, he's gonna make an amazing defensive play. He's gonna bite on the OG pump fake. 99% of the time, that's a wide open three after the sidestep. But Vassell, he's gonna manage to recover and cleanly block OG like that. That's something you don't see every day. Jalen Brunson, shot clock winding down, patiently rolls on in. This is that extreme small ball lineup you see the Spurs are running. No Wemby on the court either, so OG's just going to charge on in. Luke Cornett cannot do much there. Dylan Harper keeps making offense. It's so crazy. Does not look like a rookie at all. Give Wemby the ball, let him just throw it up. That's the disadvantage of that small ball lineup. Oh, that's a mean crossover. Brunson just pops it over, and that's not a flagrant. Jalen Brunson was going so crazy. He's going to cross over. Dylan Harper, where are you going? And in this position, Wemby's in front. Brunson said, I'm him. Pop that three. And Wemby's foot. This is a classic situation, which might be a Zaza flagrant foul. No call, and the ball's still going in. Brunson was infuriated after the play. I mean, this looks like an example of a flagrant foul to me. You sprain your ankle on his foot, come on now. I bet you the refs had an agenda to not get Wemby suspended. And on the other side, because of that, Vassell gets an open three in response. And so the game is going back and forth. De'Aaron Fox swinging around the ball, pass it to Dylan Harper. That's kind of the tone of the game. Let Dylan Harper cook. Oh, now he's going to get double teamed. Flicks it up, missed that, but he throws it back up and in. Seriously, the best guard on the court tonight. Oh, Josh Hart, he's going to pop one. Everybody on the Knicks can hoop. Now Jordan Clarkson gets a few minutes, gets blocked right there. That's a filler-on-filler action. He gets a second chance. Now he's going to float that up. Remember, he was a Jazz player that was hooping back in the day. Always making tough buckets. Robinson's going to put that up and in. And this is where things started getting crazy. Jalen Brunson dropped 15 points in the fourth quarter. Absolute takeover mode. And there was a stretch of time where he was doing everything. Alvarado got some minutes, going to swing it around. Oh yeah, who's going to get that ball? Josh Hart. He's confident tonight. And so the Knicks make the classic fourth quarter comeback again. Oh, Wemby aggressive with it. Spurs need to keep running this more in the future. Cartney Towns, he's going to be caught lacking. Wemby knows he's in foul trouble. Goes around the baseline in this position. He's going to rise up. Look how high he gets and double clutches slam that in. Cat didn't want to get fouled out. Oh yeah, swing around that ball. Shamit. Okay now. He hasn't been shooting that well this series, but made it when it counts. Vassell deep one. Oh yeah. Honestly, at this point, most people would think the Spurs are going to storm their way back. Harper. Oh, Dylan Harper. He's going to be something special. They're going to leave him wide open. So in this position, could have lobbed it up to Wemby. Wants to take it into his own hands. Jump up. Double clutch. Goes around Karl-Anthony Towns. That's crazy. Jalen Brunson said, I got this, charges on in, and just goes in for a layup. What type of defense are we playing? Now they got Wemby on him. He doesn't even care. Once he goes straight at him, just pump fakes and then throws it up. It's just unbelievable. You put anybody in front of Brunson, it doesn't even matter. Now again, he's just going to go in for a layup. Why does it look so casual? This is game 5 of the NBA Finals. Look like practice hoops right now. Vassell's going to make a tough mid-range shot. And this is getting crazy. Jalen Brunson wants to shoot that. Draws 3 free throws. The problem with the Spurs, they kept fouling Jalen Brunson. He had 15 free throws this game. And once again, the Knicks have miraculously built a lead. OG's going to dunk that. That's a goal turn. It's looking dire for the Spurs. They're young, so you know they don't have that clutch genetic. Wemby's going to try his best. Now he draws a foul, and Karl-Anthony Towns fouls out. Unfortunately, though, Wemby couldn't hit his free throws tonight. Dylan Harper, he's going to stroll on in, spin it around mid-range. Always reliable. But in this time situation, Jalen Brunson's so calm. He's just going to float that up. There's a minute left to go in the game, but Jalen Brunson, every single time in the clutch, he manages to get buckets. Here, he just rolls on in. Where's the defense? He's going to float it up. Wemby doesn't even jump to contest, turns around, and that's going in. I know you might be in foul trouble, but you can't allow that now. Spurs always seem to struggle offensively in the clutch. Dylan Harper, he's going to smoke that layup. And this is very bad because now they have to play the free throw game. Josh Hart, he's going to make the first. And then he's going to miss the second. But Mitchell Robinson gets the rebound. And this is basically game over. They got to keep fouling OG. He's going to have to make those free throws. He's going to make one, but miss one. And now the Spurs get a chance on the other side. But you know what happens? They're going to make a lob to Wemby for a three-pointer. I do not know if this is the best shot. Now Castle gets that tip in. Maybe the Spurs have life. I do not know. They need a foul again. Look how much clock time runs off. They're going to foul Bridges. Luckily, he makes one, miss one, so we can make a ball game. But they're going to foul Harper, and the rookie, he's going to choke under the pressure. Missing both free throws. They're going to play that foul game, and it's a wrap. They give Wemby the ball one last shot opportunity, and it's off. And the Knicks win the finals, the first time in 53 years. Unreal. Jalen Brunson finals MVP. Sheesh. This has got to be one of the most egregious carry double dribbles ever. OG has 2 hands on the ball. Of course, Wemby's going to jump. And then he's going to carry on like nothing happened. This is unbelievable because at the end, they're going to foul OG for 2 free throws as well. This shouldn't be allowed to happen. I mean, seriously, there's nothing more obvious than that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to give a like and subscribe if you want to see more breakdowns like this. I'll see you guys later.